sometimes in life I can't resist collecting a whole set of something. So I like one of these a lot, and the others I don't like. But I just wanted the trio. I wanted to smell them. I wanted to see what they were like. So this is the Bill Blass Trio, Basic Black, Nude and Hot. And these are vintage perfumes, as in they've been around for a while. These aren't vintage bottles as far as I know. I think these are the current formulations. Again, if I can't find old bottles, then I'm not going to try and search them. I might as well just buy what they've got, is my general feeling about that kind of thing. So these are the current formulations. And I haven't really seen much on YouTube about Basic Black or Hot. I guess they're not quite as popular as Nude. I've seen way more about Nude. So none of these are skin scents. To me, these are all pretty beast mode. They're all quite strong. They're quite traditional smelling to my nose. So I'm going to start with Basic Black. So this is Basic Black. It's a big 100ml bottle. You can get these for less than £10. I think this one was £7.99 or £8.99. I will put a link to where I got these underneath. I can't actually remember right now. They haven't all come from the same place. But this is Basic Black. Now this is the one I think on Fragrantica they talk about Basic Black, and they mention like Coco Chanel and some other really vintagey perfumes that I haven't heard of. But the thing with these kind of perfumes is they're very different to modern perfumes in that modern perfumes, all of what you like is up in the top notes normally, and then the dry down is often really disappointing, in my humble opinion. Whereas with these guys and older perfumes that have been around for a few years, what I think with those is that you have to spray them, leave them for a little while, and then go back and smell them, because otherwise they can be very aggressive, very strong, like eye-watering, sometimes hairspray. But sometimes they dry down into something really special. I don't find that particularly with Basic Black. So what I've done, I have had these on my skin, but on the card I've made sure that I've done this the night before, just because otherwise I can't give you a good idea of what these smell like, because when you first spray them they are harsh. They're all very harsh when you first smell them, and then they develop into something totally different. So this one, to me, the reason I don't like this is just because I think this is, I'm not sure oud is really the right word, but I definitely find this very, very traditional. This makes me think of when I was very, very little in the 80s, and I would be out and about and there'd be a mature lady who I thought smelled very strong, and I never liked it. So what I'll do is I'll get the notes up for this, but I find it to be quite sharp, very traditional. It kind of reminds me as if I'm going to walk past a Middle Eastern perfume shop, and I'm always a bit overwhelmed by how strong and perfumey everything is. But there's a lot going on in this, and I think it's mainly everything that's going on in the base notes is just so pungent to me. So this is top notes of carnation, plum, ylang ylang, cardamom, peach, mandarin, orange and bergamot. I can smell the peach, and I really don't like the peach. I don't like the mandarin orange and the bergamot with everything else is going on in here. So the middle notes, carnation, honey, coriander, ylang ylang, rose, tuberose, violet, jasmine. Base notes, oak moss, civet, patchouli, musk, sandalwood, amber, benzoin, styrax, I don't know what that is, vetiver and coconut. I don't find this one particularly warm. It feels I mean, I think this maybe is a bit unisex. I can't entirely pull out anything in here. I would say this is pretty strong on the patchouli myself. I find it a little bit sharp. yeah, it's just far too old-fashioned in the kind of old-fashioned way that I personally don't enjoy. Because I do like old-fashioned perfumes, I absolutely do, but this is in the kind of range that just doesn't really do it for me personally. Yeah, it is a bit animalistic, but not compared to the next one, which is Nude. Oh yeah, not the tightest. So Nude, lots of people like Nude. I really do not like Nude. Weirdly, I find that Nude smells to me like there is peach in it. It smells peachy to me. It is tangy in a way that I really don't enjoy. It has been described as soapy. I don't get soap with this. Honestly, I think it's a bit urinal. I honestly think it. When you first spray it, you definitely get a bit of a pee smell, and for me, that never goes away either on my skin or on the card. I don't know if it's. I mean, I'll read you the notes. So, aldehydes: galbanum, rosemary, bergamot, narcissus, oak moss, ylang ylang, jasmine, and rose. Sorry, those were the top notes, ended with bergamot, and then the middle notes started with narcissus, ended in rose. Base notes: orris root, musk, sandalwood, and vetiver. And I thought I'd like this one, but I really don't. I find it oddly tangy for how musky it is. And I can't get on with it. I thought it would be more creamy, more soapy, and it's just not for me. There's something, yeah. I would have put money on there being some kind of peach in this, which is, I mean, it's actually freaking me out. These two, I've actually had to scrub off my skin when I've tried them. I can't get into them. These ones I'm gonna try and find a new home for, because I'm definitely never gonna wear either of them. They're just not my jam. I know a lot of people like this one, so I'll put a couple of links into people talking about it, because if you're interested in it, then it would be good to listen to a couple of people who like it, as well as me saying, it's not so good. So I'm not keen on that one. However, the one that I really like is this one, Hot. So Bill Blass Hot. When I was younger, very, very young, I begged my mum to buy me a bottle of Obsession by Calvin Klein. And I really, really wanted it because it just sounded so cool and everyone loved it, and I thought I'd be really, really grown up if I had it. Obviously, I was young and my mum bought it for me because she's a very wonderful and lovely person, and then I didn't like it. I tried to wear it a few times, but it was way too much for me. It was way too strong. It was far too grown up, and that's fair enough. Now, Hot, I think, is a little bit like Obsession. It has been compared to it on lots of perfume reviews, but it's definitely softer, it's warmer and less woody. So, I mean, I find with Hot that it's kind of the perfect middle ground between two perfumes that I really want to like, but I can't. So Obsession is one of them because it's too woody. It's for me a little bit too masculine, too unisex. It's because it's just very strong. It's really woody. And then the other one is Samsura. Is that Guerlain? Guerlain? Yeah, Samsura in the red bottle, because I really like sandalwood. I really do. But because that one's so jasmine forward, I can't enjoy how warm and beautiful that sandalwood is in it. Whereas I think that's what Hot is. I think Hot has the best elements of both of those perfumes. Oh, it's really beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's so warm. It's the perfect autumn winter smell. So the top notes are green notes, bergamot, aldehydes, and you do get all that in the first spray, definitely, because it's strong. It's a blast from the past smell when you first spray it. But then it's not long until you start getting the middle notes, and the middle notes are white honey, carnation, cinnamon, bay leaf, orris root, tuberose, rose, lily of the valley, and jasmine. And then in the base, you've got oak moss, amber, incense, sandalwood, patchouli, cedar, vanilla, and musk. And to me, when this is dried down, both on my skin and actually on this card, oh, it is, I find the bay leaf gives it this beautiful, soft, herbal, comforting kind of vibe generally. But it's not massively noticeable, but bay leaf does for this the same it does if you make a stew. You know, it's hard to pinpoint the actual flavour or the scent, but it just makes it so comforting. And then it's cinnamon, sandalwood, honey, tiny sweetness, tiny vanilla sweetness, but it's mainly a honeyed vanilla-y smell. Definitely musk. Very slight incense, but not much. For me, it's mainly sweet cinnamon and sandalwood with a musky base. It's so lovely. This is another one that I think has a real Christmassy vibe. I think it's really beautiful. It's so warm. I mean, this to me now, we're getting into spring. So this is not the time of year that I'm really going to want to wear this unless we have a really cold day. But I really recommend this one. I think if you like Obsession or Samsura, but they're just too much for you, like they're just too much, because they're both incredibly strong. This is softer, it's sweeter, it's strong when it starts, definitely. Oh, and by the way, may I just say, 100ml for £5. You can get this all over the many different sites. You can get it in the UK, and it's about £5 nearly everywhere, for 100ml, and it's really, I mean, I think this is one of my favourite finds in quite a while, because I think this is a lovely winter perfume, and I'm so happy because I do keep going back and smelling Samsura and Obsession, and I just wouldn't be able to wear them, but I'm kind of addicted to, I wanted something deep and woody, you know, but my kind of wood, which is sandalwood. I wanted something that was warm and tasty and wintry, but I'm so fussy that it's quite hard to find things that work for me in that respect. But yeah, so I think this is an absolute winner, and this is the one that I will be keeping in this really cool box. Hot, oh yeah, it is hot. It's warm, toasty. These two, they can find another home. This babe is staying with me because I love it, and I really recommend this one. I think this is really good. If you're a bit fussy but you want something warm and cozy, this might be worth a try, but you have to give it a chance. Don't spray it and then smell your arm straight away. Whatever you do, let it calm down, let the top notes dissipate a bit, wait until it warms up on your skin, and you will absolutely fall in love. If you like sandalwood, you like cinnamony smells and honey smells, I think you'll love this. It's sweet, but it's not ridiculously sweet. It just has a warmth to it. So yeah, I think this is great.